channel, and for today I have my mom. Ondina is her name, Dina. She's really shy, so she's just very quiet. Say hi, Mom.
Hello.
Y hoy vamos a hacer tortillas de harina. So I'm going to teach y'all how to make flour tortillas. I personally have never made them, only my mom. She's such a pro at making these. She's been making them since she was a little girl. And I asked you guys on Instagram and y'all voted for tortillas de harina. So that's what we're gonna learn how to make today. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like more videos with my mom, she's being so weird, guys, because she's so shy. She's really shy. I had to beg her for this video. Let's get into all the ingredients that you're going to be needing for today. Okay, guys, so for this recipe, you're going to be needing some flour, all-purpose flour. We're needing some Crisco, which is lard, some baking powder, and salt and warm water. For the flour, I will be having all the ingredients and measurements of everything down below, but for sure we have about 4 cups of flour here. And slowly we're going to be incorporating everything together. So let's go ahead and get started with the recipe. So we need 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. Like I said, all of the ingredients are going to be listed down below with all the measurements.
Y toda la manteca.
And all the lard. ¿Qué será cuánto de manteca?
Como unas... Espérate.
Esto es como una cucharadita.
No, van a ser como unas 3 cucharas.
3 cucharadas.
Sí.
Okay. Like 3 spoonfuls.
Nomás
of
le vamos a echar eso.
Okay.
Batirlo para que se deshaga la manteca y todo se revuelva.
So we're just incorporating it all together, which is the salt, the baking powder, and the lard. Combining it together.
Ok, perfecto.
Yeah.
Bueno, vamos. Ahora vamos con el agua.
Okay. And then we're going to be adding warm water. And this is something that you slowly incorporate. We did about 2 cups of warm water. You don't need it to be boiling hot, just nice and warm so it can start mixing the flour together. Y no queremos que esté que muy chiclosa.
No,
o muy suave.
Pero tú le vas dando el punto que tú... A mí no me gusta ni muy suave, ni muy... Pero que tiene que estar suficiente durita para que se extienda con el palote.
And then you just kind of start massaging it in. So it's a lot of kneading that you have to do to the dough to just make sure there's no lumps in it and it's nice and smooth and that everything's getting incorporated. Okay.
Ya casi está quedando.
So this is exactly what your dough should be looking like. She's been kneading this for about 3 minutes straight, guys. And we didn't use all the water. As you can see, she barely used maybe like 1 cup of water for the 4 cups of dough.
Lo dejas así.
So we're just gonna wait for it to rise, ¿verdad? Para que se levante poquito, ¿o qué?
Yo digo para que agarre el punto.
Okay. So she just went ahead and covered it with a little ziplock bag, and then she's just putting this over like a little cloth. She said we're gonna leave it for about 3 to 5 minutes, just so it can get so it can combine together and kind of lift a little bit. And we're going to start making the little dough balls. Okay, so about 5 minutes has passed now, and now we're going to make little dough balls. She was also telling me that on where you're going to be making your tortillas, it needs to be a very smooth cutting board. So not something where you actually cut any vegetables. The smoother the surface, the better. She's actually using a placemat that she's used for a while. She says the smoother the surface, the better that they're going to come out. So this is going to make a couple of tortillas because each little...
Hay personas que también las pueden hacer así, mira.
Oh, okay.
Depende.
So she was saying if you can't do it like that with your hand, you can roll it. Haz otra. You can roll it like that and then just press down.
Pero esto vamos a...
Because these basically, you're going to roll them out with the rolling pin.
Y es más rápido. Pero,
and it's faster, she's saying, as well.
Pero no me gusta así. La cuestión ahorita que les voy a decir, vamos a empezar, vieron que empecé poniéndolas aquí. Vamos a dejar que estas otra vez agarren el hilo. Estas ya están. Y si quieren las tapamos.
So they don't over dry and they don't get hard.
Esta fue la primera, entonces ya.
Okay, so this, guys, is the master part on making your tortillas perfectly round. I mean, nunca me salen redondas. Mine always end up looking like SpongeBob SquarePants. And then she always lays them flat somewhere before we put them on the comal. That's my comal over there. She's turning it up. Checking the heat. Pero, ma, para poder hacer las tortillas, ¿cómo le haces?
Ya les vas tanteando la lumbre. Ahorita que echamos la primera.
No, pero para que queden redondas.
Pues.
Basically, you just have to keep moving the tortilla around and flattening it out with rolling pin.
Hay personas que no las... Tu tía Linda nunca, no las voltea como yo. Aquí le da así, pero yo no puedo. Yo tengo que levantarla.
She's saying that one of my aunts can sit there and just roll it out in one easy step.
Así y así, pero yo no puedo.
But she says she can't. She has to keep constantly moving it around, front and back,
La harina quedó perfecta.
To get it perfectly
Vamos
round.
a la primera a la lumbre.
So this is my comal, guys. I got it off Amazon. I will link it down below. The brand is called Lard. And it's very important cuando you're going to use your comal que le eches poquita aceite. And it's either vegetable oil or olive oil, and you just do it with a napkin so the tortillas don't burn and get stuck onto your comal.
Pues están mojaditas, entonces yo las volteo para que se sequen poquito.
Hay gente que en veces le pone harina a la tabla.
Yo nunca le pongo, a tu papá no le gusta.
Yeah, because it leaves the tortillas like with extra flour, and we don't like them like that. So.
Ahorita,
¿Qué es eso?
globitos, que está muy buena la harina.
Oh, okay. She's saying if you see bubbles in your flour dough, that means that it's really good. That your mixture came out bomb. So.
Te tienes que... diles, yo me dejo caer. Tienes que...
Dejar con todo tu...
Sí, sí.
So basically she's saying you gotta give it all your weight. That she lets herself go when she's rolling it out. That way it's perfectly round. Like I said, guys, mine never come out looking round. The times I would make them at home. Yeah, guys, mine never came out round. Every time I tried making them at home, mine would always come out square looking like SpongeBob SquarePants. So if they're not perfectly round, don't give up on yourself. Just keep trying. So she's saying for it to be perfectly cooked, she first lays it out, and then she starts letting the little bubbles come out. About a minute on each side. Basically, you cook them to your preference, however you like. Don't overcook them because eventually you're going to cook them, reheat them when you're making like tacos, burritos, or quesadillas, whatever you like to eat with them. But or with beans.
Te puse por poquito.
Tan grandes sus tortillas, ¿verdad?
Sí. Y luego les voy a enseñar cómo yo las empaqueto.
Oh, yeah.
Del más grande al más chico. No nomás hay la te da.
Porque se pegan.
Así, bueno. Costumbres.
So now she's going to extend the tortillas out so we can put them away. Like when you're not going to eat some right now. She's saying if you just start packing them up one on top of each other in a little bag or however you're going to put them away, they can start sweating and get stuck to each other. So what she likes to do is kind of like lay them out on a little kitchen towel so they can completely cool off and dry up. So the more you start doing it, the easier it's going to get. Obviously, no one's a pro in the very beginning, but just keep trying. I think it's good to not lose your culture and lose your heritage and, you know, our food, our type of food that we grew up eating as Mexicans. So I really wanted to bring this to my channel just so we could all learn together and keep the memories alive. I love cooking traditional Mexican food, so I don't forget about my culture and where my parents came from, because my parents are both from Mexico. So I want to keep this tradition as much as I can. And obviously, flour tortillas are not as healthy, but sometimes my mom would add wheat. ¿Cómo las hacías? ¿Qué es la diferencia cuando le echas trigo? But if you are trying to be on the healthier side, you can make the tortillas or your flour tortillas with wheat flour if you want to be on the healthier side. But my mom's saying that they will come out a little bit more on the drier end, not as fluffy and soft like your typical flour tortillas. So for the flour that she used, it's all-purpose flour, unbleached purpose flour, she was saying. Make sure that it says unbleached flour. But like I said, if you want to make it healthier, that's another option that you can do. You can always put wheat in yourself or use the wheat flour. Well, first she lays them out to get dried out and cooled off like that. And she was saying that when she's gonna put them away in the fridge to eat for later, she puts them on with a little kitchen towel. That way they don't sweat in the ziplock bag. And I'm gonna use, I can't believe it's not butter. You have to do this after eating. Al cocinar siempre uno tiene que comer así, ¿verdad, ma? Sí. Aunque sea una, para probar. And I love this. ¿Eh? Oh my god. That is so good, guys. Okay, guys, so that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you'd like more videos with my mom, give me a like in the comments down below what other type of video you'd like to see. This is her first video, you guys, so please make sure to give a thumbs up because she is so shy. And all the measurements in the description box below, so make sure you check that out for the exact measurements and everything that we used. For the 4 cups of flour that we used today, we got about 22 tortillas, so that's quite a lot. That's a lot. So you can always have the recipe or even make it smaller, make it your own. But for now, that's what we did. We used 4 cups and it turned out great. We're gonna actually have it. I'm gonna keep some, she's gonna keep some, so yeah. Anyways, thank you so much, you guys, for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.